Hello my fellow gamers and welcome back to more of the Total War Tournament live stream where you may have noticed I've been doing a lot of live streams lately. That's mainly down to the fact that the DLC comes out tomorrow, and once that comes out and it's installed on my Steam, I can't use the replays. So we're desperately trying to go through this today. I did about 3 hours worth of live streaming just to try and get this down. And there's still quite a few left. I think it's going to be a matter of maybe do an hour or so worth now, and then probably maybe a couple of hours later this evening, and then that will probably be it. Unfortunately, if it's a matter of there's none left, there's some left, they'll just have to be left. There's just too many to go through, to be honest, in the sort of span. So we'll just check on the chat, see who's out there. Zach's in. Hi, Zach. Got Old Man as well, talking about Tomb King's jock straps. Oh, we've got quite a few people, actually. We've got 7 people watching currently. Thank you for joining. I fully understand. There is a lot of good stuff out there at the moment. The people that got early access, unfortunately, I am not one of them. But never mind. We're going to jump straight in now with Dark Elves and Tomb Kings. Got some skeleton warriors, some spearmen, tomb guard and archers. Seems like a quite good all-round army actually. Of Cowardness, harassment, your subtlety of the great bows, including the chosen of the gods, tomb scorpion just for good fun. Against Marathi, he's got dread spears, blackguard, wits, elves, black arc crusaders, harpies, dark riders, and I want to say I know what they are. I know they're the unit that have great swords and the crossbows. They're like, you rarely ever see them because they're so expensive for a single unit. But it does look like we're going to have, I want to say a Death Hag, and then Sorceress, Marathi as well. So, yeah, there's a lot of power in these characters here. Against, I believe that's, I want to say Ark in the Black. I could be wrong. Little Goblin, welcome. You love my content. Have you not discovered the rest of YouTube? I'm sorry, that was terrible. No, thank you, thank you. I swear I don't recognise your name. Are you new to the channel, or are you just new to commenting on the live streams? Because if so, welcome either way. I am going to be slow with commenting on people in the chat. And this is purely because okay, we're fine, we're fine. I was suddenly looking at, like, we've done this battle, we've got all the Tomb Kings here, but it was Beastmen. And if you're wondering, is there quite a lot of matchups? I did get a huge list of, like, 50 odd maps, and then randomly generated them. So I literally wrote a D10, and went down the list of players. So it is all randomly given. We do have a Necrotech, who has got the Elixir of Might, Restore, and Vambraces of the Sun. Yeah, because that's really going to help here. Yeah, I don't know. The weather looks alright. It's just a bit, well, cold. Where is... There he is. On his chariot. Ark in the Black. On his... Does that even count as a chariot if it's flying? I don't know. But, okay. Fair enough. We have got the Tomb Blade of Arkan. Staff of Nagas. Liber Mortis. Fate of Boona, always a good one, but expensive. Spirit Leech, My Will Be Done, The Curse, and Life Leeching. Yeah, that's, you don't really see Ark in the Black often, especially on his chariot, so I do approve. Oh, we do have those failed harpies on the flank there, and I bet there's a group on the other side. Yeah, I see you over there. Oh, they're the Sage. Ah, Sage Great Swords, that's the one. Yeah, these guys you don't see often because they're so expensive to have. But, you know, if they've got Stalk, Vanguard Deployment, Armor Piercing Shots and everything, and, yeah, great weapons and that, they're probably brilliant. But, like I said, very, very costly. And I like the way you got the Karens going on the flanks here and over here. So they both sent their flyers in. We do have a Sorceress of Fire, which is always good to see. Burning Head. Flame Sword of Ruin, Cascading Fire Cloak, Fireball, Dark Star, Cloak, and Kindle Flame. We then have Marathi, who's right in the middle of the unit because of reasons. the bane of every commentator, this is. It's like, I want to have a look at your stats. No? No? Okay. Every time you try to... There we go. We got there. So see, he's got the Wand of Caridon, apparently. Deadly Onslaught. So Steel, the Power of Darkness. Pit of Sage. So Blight. Heartrender and Darkwood Sword. Enchant and Beauty. Great Arcane Conduct. Spiteful Conjuration. Life Leeching. And we also have a Death Hag who's also on foot. So he's got the Witch Brew. Potion of Foolhardiness. Foe Seeker. Chill Blade and Frenzy. Of course he's got Frenzy. So yeah, pretty solid infantry line here. But they have been scouted out by the Tomb Kings. We'll get started. But as I was saying before, I've only got one screen at the moment because I had my graphics card died a couple of nights ago. So I brought a new graphics card. And it's got 4 ports in it. One of them, HDMI. The other 3, I didn't recognise. So I thought, hang on, I'll have a look into it. It's like a HDMI, but it's got flat on one surface instead of curved. Anyway, looking into it, it's a display port, which is a new cable they're bringing in. So they're forcing people to change over. So now I've got to order a display port to HDMI cable, so I can plug it up to my second screen, because my screen doesn't have the display port in, so that's good fun. Got the Harpies coming in, going for the Chosen of the Gods as well as the Archers, get some good hits on there. I'm actually surprised that the Tomb Kings didn't notice this coming. I mean, it wasn't like there was much micro going on, to be honest. And it looks like over here, yeah, we got the Shades of Great Swords coming in, but they are being shot by Archers, and I assume they don't have any, like, shield or block, so surely they're going to take quite a bit of damage from that. I say that, these guys have been completely destroyed at half strength already. But in comes Arkin the Black on his chariot. And they're just going to run away into the woods. But I think a floating chariot's going to beat it. Yeah, the Harpies have been thrown off there. Karen are coming in to get them from the front as well. And this is the problem with such a good unit. If they get caught, they can be cut up so badly. I mean, they do have great swords. Look how much damage they've already taken, and that's just from a charge from some birds now. Oh! Burning head, but it has veered, of course, unfortunately. It was only on Skeleton Wars as well, which probably wasn't worth much. Usabti, great. What is going on? We've got a pit sage in the middle of nowhere. We've got... Yeah, don't run into the pit of sages. Oh, dear. And they're ranged... I don't know what's going on anymore, guys. And that's just a bit before they could do anything. The Karen have been beaten, but the Shades are being beaten by Arkin the Black. We do have a bird fight over here going on. It looks like the Tomb Kings have won that engagement. Now they're bringing in their great, better forces from the woods in as a nice ambush. I don't know what all that magic was about. I'm going to put it down to just some... Oh, Soul Steed has been dropped now, but can you steal a soul from a bag of bones? That is the question that we should be answering. So, comments below your thoughts. We do have some skeleton spearmen just sat here. I get the feeling that this might have been one of the early games played, because there seems to be, it could be just nerves of the tournament getting to them, but there seems to be a lot of micro mistakes going down. We do have a bombardment coming down. Beautiful hit there. I mean, we got Usabti, and they're barely shooting anything. It looks like Arkin has dealt, yep, and the carrion. All what's left of them are chasing down the shards off the map. This is what I mean. They're so expensive and yet did practically nothing. And now Arkin's getting in there. And look at that. Just cruises straight through. We do have the second regen going down. He appears to have got himself stuck now. But we do have Black Arc Crusaders that are making a run for. We got some Dark Shards here, which is always good to see. Getting some good shots off here. Tomb Skeleton School Spearmen getting so blighted on, trying to get through, but they're taking a lot of damage. This Tomb Scorpion though, yeah, got Black Guards and Black Arc Crusaders and Witch Elves are all routed. And Marafi's not doing much to help. Yeah, and straight in there as well. In comes the counter to deal with the Dark Shards. Bounce pass slightly in the Tomb King's favour. But it's Murderous Prowess is now activated, but we've nearly got the fourth one. How many is it they need? 375? There we go. They've now got it, so there goes their regen. They do have the most support here, and the Dark Elves seem to be losing this front line engagement. And there should be some Usabti just appearing somewhere at some point. Would pit them back here. Oh, is that them there? Have they been summoned, right? Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, they have been. And, oh, they're having a good time. Yeah, that is not looking good. Bands of power and more in the Tomb King's favour. It's Tomb Scorpion. Just doing the Tomb Scorpion thing, really. I need to make my one. I've got one of these from years ago for tabletop, and I've yet to actually put it together. So, yeah, I need to do that. In fact, I should probably get some more miniatures on the channel just so you guys can see them. But yeah, as you can see, the Tomb Kings are just absolutely decimated. I mean, we've got some skeleton warriors just sat here. They could be getting in there. Ark in the Black has taken some health, but on the chariot, he can push through. And you know it's bad when the Black Guard are even thinking, you know what, we'll go. Death Hag's in the thick of it. Got Marafi's been run there. Oh, there we go. Nice move there. Yeah, they might have great bows, but they're still your subty. And not that, you know, don't let Marafi have a free run around. That's just silly. Sorceress of Fire, though. Starting to wish us he saved some of her magic, I suspect. But yeah, as you can see, as the Dark Elves break, there's plenty of Tomb Kings here to deal with it. Hang on. They're back! And they've nearly taken Ark in the Black out. Look at that. Only 200 health left. When did they come back? Why were they not chased off the field? He's now desperately trying to get out of there. But he is crumbling. He's only got 88 health, and that is dropping. I think Ark in the Black is going to fall. 33 health, 22, 11. Ow! How has this happened? The Dark Elves from nowhere have brought in reserves, and they're just... Well, why did the Tomb Kings not chase them off completely off the map? They were broken the last 3 saw them, and suddenly they've come back. And the Marafi have completely shut down. But then again, Marafi's practically dead as well. We're going to see both lords killed in this battle. 382 health. But no one seems to be attacking her. Anyone want to do an attack animation? Just... Yep, that'll do it. Yep, she's dead. And the Death Hag's gone mad and is trying to attack, but now she's just going to die because of the Tomb Scorpion. Certainly, balance power's even more in the Tomb King's favour, but I'm not sure what's going on anymore. What is this madness? We got some Witch Elves just sat there enjoying the view. And oh, now they're moving. You can tell because the weird pixelated images are moving. But yeah, the main line's crumbled. The Tomb Kings now own the battlefield, and there we go. That is a victory for the Tomb Kings. I have no idea what happened there. I mean, the Dark Elves, they had magic that was completely wasted. I mean, these units did make up for it. In regard, well, I say made up. I don't think they made up their points because they're so expensive and they got chased off. But why did the Tomb Kings not make sure they were off the field? Because there was so much resources, and when they came back, they took out an Ark in the Black, no problem at all. But then Marafi decided to take one-on-one with Tomb Scorpion. I have questions. But yeah, so that's that game done. Which one was it? I've got mad. Which one was it? There it is. Yeah, I thought... So next we're going to have, we've already had Dark Elves, I don't want to do one after the other. We would do Greenskins versus Lizardmen. Let's just check out the chat. Like I said, I've only got one screen at the moment. Oh, we've got quite a few people. Oh, first my mouse. To be fair though, I got the graphics card and the mouse at the same time. So I've got a nice new mouse, but it's got a bright yellow light on it, and I kid you not, it fluxes from off to bright. And when I say bright, it's actually blinded me. You can steal shows from the skellies. Well, I know you can in the game. Squig Boss Mad Knobs is here. Welcome. From the underwear back to the bodies of the skeletons. Ah, well that makes sense. Our Korea Levin's in the chat. Welcome. It could be all for art, not just mini painting. If you want to show art, create an art server in Discord. Well, actually, there is a miniatures painting in Discord. If you guys haven't joined my Discord, there is a link in the description, so you can chat with me one-on-one, or, you know, join in events such as that. Yeah, just look at the chat, people talking about, to praise. Well, I'm actually thinking of putting a tape over it. I might have to look up Google some settings. So, like I said, I actually have to stop what I'm doing so I can see the chat. But I'm going to order a cable after this live stream, so we can then... I can have the screen up again and see the chat. So we've got Source Wars, Temple Guard, Chameleon Skinks, the Fail Council, the Revivification Crystal, Cosneck, it looks like, and Skink Priest against... Oh, I can't remember. Azark, is it? Azark? Goblins, some Black Orcs, a lot of wolves. Oh, Ragnarok Queen as well. So we've got a nice bit of spiders. We've got some wolf packs. We've got, all sorts. In fact, those wolf packs would be amazing against the Chameleon Skinks. Feral Carnosaur here. Yeah. Love it. Right, anyway, I'm being distracted. So yeah, I can only look at chat in between games, unfortunately. We do have Transformation of Cardon, Flock of Doom, Cold-Blooded, and Wildheart for the Skink. Where is... There he is. So we got a second, I want to say Carnosaur. Probably wrong though. We've got Hand of the Gods. We've got Sacred Spawning, and Cold-Blooded, and Frenzy. Yeah, and this should be interesting. I mean... It's a very interesting map as well. The way it's kind of raised. We do have some Chameleon Skinks here. But we do have the Death Creepers, that's the one. And of course the Queen as well, Ragnarok Queen. This is going to be a good game. Night Goblins, and these are the guys of the Fanatics. It is, so these are not the Warlords boys. From 8 Peaks, aren't they? Night Goblins from 8 Peaks. Right, where is... Oh, and he's on his flyer as well. Azark the Slaughterer. Yeah, I thought that was his name. He's got Warg, Foe Seeker, Spirit Leech. Get on with it. Life Leech and Encourage. Nice. Was there anything else? I don't think they had any other characters, did they? It was just him. So let's get started. But yeah, the Chameleon Skinks scouting on this flank, doing a nice bit of harassment. Whether this has been deploying the lower ground and they're going to move up from the side. Look, magical stuff. Ooh. So, what's the numbers actually? Definitely in the green skin's favour, nearly 2-1. But what's hidden over here? The Wolf Riders, of course. Goblin Wolf Riders. I don't think there's any in this corner, is there? No, it was just that one. Oh, nice Hands of the God there. Doing a nice little bit of damage on him. Getting nice and early while you can. But yeah, the Chameleon Skinks getting some good hits on the Night Goblins there. And you can see with this wooded terrain as well, they'll be able to move and run quite nicely. And all this is probably hidden at the time. Is that a Spirit Leech been dropped on him? It is. I'm learning, guys. I'm learning stuff. One day I will be on CA's tournament commentating. I mean, that does mean you see my face. Maybe they should turn the lights off when I do that. But anyway, Death Creepers have moved into the woods here. The main line. I do think the main line is definitely in the Greenskins' favour, but it's how the Lizardmen deal with this harassment. This is clever. The Queen has released some spider hats and just ran through the woods, expecting an ambush. Yeah, now they can do some scouting as well. What's that? Foe Seeker's been dropped, and now we've got Goblins charging in against Temple Guard. Such a fair battle. Feral Manticores coming up from the ground. In comes the Black Orcs, and the Warg's been dropped off as well, so they get that charge bonus, which is very, very important. Yeah, as you can see, the Black Orcs now are going to probably smash through the Lizardmen's main army. Oh, and there goes Fanatics of Dwarfs Chainstorm charging the T-Rex. Oh, how I love UGW and Creative Assembly. So, Orcs are pushing quite heavily in, but it's all down to how the Lizardmen get in there. I'm not quite sure Chameleon Skinks get in there. Oh, and the Wolves have charged them in the rear as well, so they're probably going to... Yeah, look, they're absolutely decimating them, which is going to give them a nice, easy win here on that flank. We do have the Ragnarok Queen getting in there, but she's getting tag teamed by the two Carnosaurs. Well, it looks like one's backing up. There's Azark is getting in and trying to attack the Skink Priest. But, yeah, they're not having that, and he's taking quite a lot of damage. He needs to get out of that. And that's another Feral Manticore has been summoned. On this flank, we got Source Wars have rampage against Black Orcs, but the Black Orcs are just beating them down. We do have the best of the time with the Crystal. Over here, we got some Source Warriors just sat here, just doing a little dance. They're having a good time. They're not going to flank or anything. They're not going to do anything useful. They're just happy there. They're going to let their Temple Guard buddies get absolutely beaten by Orc Biggins and Black Orcs. But this Bestladon could cause some problems, but it looks like this flank, the centre, is crumbling. As you can see, yeah, now they're breaking. But Azark is only got 1,000 health left. And, yeah, Kroxgar is getting in there. But the good thing is, he can fly away. Got more skinks, it looks like, running away. It definitely looks... Flock of Doom's just been dropped as well on the Orcs. That's going to cause a bit of damage on them. But I think the Black Orcs... And the way they've got the Spider Riders, the Death Creepers getting in there as well. If they're poisoned, they should be able to just overrun this. The only thing I'm worried about is the big stuff. Orcs of their leadership, and that could have a bit of problems. Regarding that, the Rakador Queen battling it out with the Fur Radical. Back here, the Wolves are taking on the Skink Priest and trying to take him out. So let's just get an overview here, because that's something, especially in a game like this. You need... Oh! What a hit! Only 255 health left. He's actually wavering. He needs to keep out the way. Oh, he's actually broken. They've broken him. And with that, the Greenskins might start falling back. Not sure what the Death Creepers are doing because they are ranged. If they turned around, they could shoot. But they're not. They're just sat there, which is really an interesting strategy. I hope it pays off for them. Source Wars, though, dealing with the Goblins here. The Goblins are going to hold them for as long as they can. Here... Yeah, there's flanks. So all this side has been won by the Greenskins. And they're now swarming over here. And I'd say even the numbers here are probably favouring them. Yeah, 3-1. Easily. So, yeah, Black Orcs going in against Temple Guard. They are not having a good time. These Black Orcs could win it for them. We do have the Night Goblins in there. There's only 21, but they are unbreakable. And while they're still alive, they can do the, Fanatics. The Wolves are in there trying to support the Queen. We also have some more. Oh, the Orc Biggins. They'll do that. And there's some Spider Hatchlings in there as well. Do they have poison? They do have poison when they attack. So they're brilliant for just cheap poison. Wazark did return though. I don't know if that's a great idea in regards to his health is just knackered. Do have some Goblins they need to get in there. And yeah, everything needs to get in there as much as possible. Yeah, overrun them. We do have, I believe that's, yeah, just standard Source Wars. But look, these Wolfwars can just run away, rally, come back in. I'd be really careful, mate. Unless you're going to do a spell and run, I would not get that close. Literally, like, just a few, like, if there's convenience gigs. But the Queen has only got 372 health left, and it's been chased by a couple of Carnosaurs there. So, but she does get away. Stomping away as you do, but it looks like they are going to chase after her. I'm just waiting for that Hand of God to come into play if he's got any left. Oh, that's just mean, charging into the Goblins like that. Ah, Spirit Leech. And of course that does mean, I believe Spirit Leech's health goes up, darn it. I could be wrong. But health doesn't seem to be going up, but... Now that the Greenskins are absolutely swarming over him, and a Flock of Doom. But the problem is, it's things that cause fear and terror. So that's going to cause a lot of problems for him. But Kroxgar is, Kroxgar is quite badly wounded actually. But he can heal himself, cold-blooded. Got 1,400 health points there. If we do still have the Skink Priest as well. Oh, you didn't. Oh, what are you doing? Why did you charge? No, Azark's been slain by the Feral Carnosaur, and that's going to have a major effect, I would have thought, on leadership. Yeah, look, even the Black Orcs are kind of just not wanting anything to do with this. That was a foolish mistake there. They should have kept him in just for these. Keep in the back, let him do his winds of magic and that. But instead, they've charged him in, and Elizabeth are rallying. But we do have some Black Orcs here. Bounce power is slightly in Elizabeth's favour. I mean, they need to deal with Kroxgar, but he's got 2,000 health left, and that can just keep going up. And then there's bodies as well, and I believe the healing as well. He could do that to heal them back up. Yeah, we got the Death Creepers have realised they can shoot. Well done. But yeah, look, all these Black Orcs are going to start. I wouldn't call them Black Orcs. They're more red than anything. Look at them, so covered in blood. And now it's suddenly turned, the balance of power has really turned around now in Elizabeth's favour. As the last of the, what looks like goblins. Oh no, they're all barbarians, the Black Orcs, yeah. More greenskins are just fleeing the field now, unfortunately. Yeah, victories are in our grasp. They are pushing everything. You watch up, Iron Power is just going to go boop. And there we go. A win for the Lizard Men. That, what get me is the main line won. They smashed this. And yet, through poor choices and everything, like, yeah. Just ended up getting mopped up by the few, like, 3 big units. Which is a bit insane. So, yeah, but never mind, good game over both players there. Yeah, so I was done, wasn't it? Yeah, there we go. What's going on in the chat? What are we doing then in the chat? Oh, there's quite a lot. Quite a lot in the chat. That's what I like to see. Oh, someone's doing some Daughters of Cain. That's really cool. What's the name of the game? It's in the title. Total War Warhammer 2, mate. Shadow's getting very sarcastic in his old age. Ah. Got you. Okay, then, yeah. So it's So Steed at the Hills. Thank you very much, Zach. Appreciate that. We just had green skins. Vampire Counts and Wood Elves. Let's do that. So we got some zombies, including the Regiment for now, which I believe is called the Tiff. Yeah, nailed it. Some Spearmen. Got some Graveguard, Black Knights. Oh, look at the Air Guys. 3 Failbat. Valgeist and a Terrorgeist. Against, we've got the Tree King, Spellsinger, some War Dancers. I'm still trying to learn the Wood Elves because I don't actually have the DLC out of principle. I don't recognise this Dark Elf cat. Sorry, Dark Elf. Well, that's what it reminds me of. Vampire Counts though, and this armour and that. Very flashy though, very flashy. So, Von Karstein, Vampire Lord. You gonna... Yep, there we go. So, Storm of the Night. This is definitely new. Undeath Resurgent. Come on, you can do this. There's too many here. Sword of Anti-Heroes. Flock of Doom. Raised Dead. Unification of No Hack. Pestilent Breath. The Hunger. And Curse of Undeath. I'm starting to learn these skills now, which is good. I'll get there one day. As is there no hidden necromancer? Because if so, that is that's new. That's different. Yeah, don't think there's anything hidden over here in the Wood Elves, hidden in the woods, because they're Wood Elves. We have Durfu, who is for crying out loud. Sword of Death, Foe Seeker, Curse of Anarath, Flock of Doom. So all the Flocks of Doom, Blessing the Ancients. And a Wild Heart, is that? Yeah, Wild Heart. We also have a Spellsinger of Life, who is flying. They're just flying because, you know, Power Stone, Regrowth, Earth Blood, and Life Bloom, and Blessing of the Ancients. So a nice bit of healing then, a nice bit of damage. We can also call all of the flocks. So all of the birds will be in this game. Do have Sisters of the Fawn. Oh, I do love the models, the way they move. Not the elves, but the deer. It just looks so elegant. It's like running normally and then they suddenly go, quick, jump! It's like, why? But get some early shots off straight away against the Vampire Lord there, so they're going to turn around. Yeah, do have some Black Knights hidden there, and I believe we have some Black Knights going onto the flank there. The Failbats are going in though. Screeching all the while. Shield of Thorns has been dropped. I don't think that was really necessary because I think they can outrun it. But yeah, don't want to get too close. Are the Wood Elves hiding in the woods? I would think so. But the undead do outnumber them 2-1, which is always good to see. Many Wood Elves should be slain this game. Not that I've got anything personal. Oh, Black Knights are now moving, giving away their position. Probably going to scout the far side of the river just to make sure there's nothing hidden there. Apparently them spot... Oh, Sisters of the Fawn coming out. Are they going to get a flank charge in? They are. Oh, look at that beautiful hit and run. Just kind of nudged the edge, knocked a couple over, and then ran back in. I love it. They've finally noticed the guys that are on fire. Well done, zombies. You're doing good. Right. Just stretching, getting myself trying to... ready for the mayhem that's about to happen. Plus, I can't seem to stop yawning lately. Maybe I just use too much oxygen when I breathe on these, you know, I'm talking it. But the Eternal Guard do a half-assed charge against the zombies then. The zombies kind of finish the charge off. Failed batch there, moving forward to scout ahead. But they are being shot at by the Sisters of the Fawn. But, oh, that's a nice breath attack there, right in the middle. Believe that was aimed at the Winterheart Guards, the Regiment of Renown. A nice hit. And now everything else is moving in. And there's another breath attack as well on the Wildwood Rangers. So these guys have got great swords. And yeah, they've just been breathed all over. The Tiff are taking on the Firebark guys. The Black Knights have actually been left uncontested on this flank. What about this side? They've moved up, but not much. They're just seeing what the Wood Elves do before dedicating. Fell Bats are just getting in there. And there's some zombies that have been subbing and just messing away with the Dryads and that. First Flock of Doom has been dropped. I'd love someone in the chat to actually count how many Flocks of Doom are going down. I suspect this is another. Yes, it is. There's our second Flocks of Doom. What's going on here? Please tell me it's another Flock of Doom. Could that be hilarious? Anything? No? Okay. Something's going down there. I just don't know what. Feldbats are slowly being pushed. It's kind of difficult to see everything with the trees in the way. Durfu clearing up the mess back here. But that's absolutely fine because the flyers can just kind of sit back and strike what they want. Same as the cavalry. Terror Guys has got in there. We do have the Curse of Anara. So their melee attack and accuracy has dropped as well as speed. Because we know the undead are incredibly speedy in this game. War Dancers and Eternal Guard trying to hold the flank here. But I believe they are up against Grave Guards, yes. And it looks like the cavalry have moved. Oh, beautiful flank hit there. Getting the Eternal Guard, scared to Spearmen, hold them in place. But they need to be cycle charged and they can't just sit there. The Terror Guys, Dragons, all that, doing their failed breaths. And look at this, the Var Guys charging in, Dean of the War Dancers and that. And we got the Blood Knights, Black Knights are over here, dealing with them. And in comes the Vampire Lord as well, smashing in. So we got two big monsters here, trying to deal with these damn Tree King. But yeah, in comes Durfu though to deal with it. Got a lot of Grave Guard coming in. And another Flock of Doom. That's 3 as far as I've counted. If I missed any, let me know in the comments. Would appreciate that. Yeah, and we've got, is that another Flock of Doom? We have another, oh no, Undead Resurgence, that one. I'm sure another Flock of Doom. There we go, there's another. That's 4 Flocks of Doom dropped now on this army. Terrorgeist has got in a nice breath attack, though it doesn't seem to have hit its target, unfortunately. The Vampire Lord taking a bit of a beating. They've got to be careful. There is great weapons in there as well. This push here isn't doing so well, but that is the main focus. Black Knights here doing a good job, but they need to keep... Oh no, I think they're just abandoning the flank there. What have we got? There's the 5th Flock of Doom going down now. And the Vampire Lord's getting out of there, taking quite a bit of damage. Over here, again, it looks like, yeah, the War Dancers are going down. The Eternal Guards will hopefully go down because they're not that eternal. But the Tree King have moved across from the centre here. And the Standard Tree King over there have now moved into the centre. Black Knights are getting into the rear, but they are charging Spearmen. If they're not being attacked by the front, the Spearmen can just turn around and deal with them. Doing a lot of damage. There's another breath attack now on the Wildwood Rangers, doing a nice bit of damage there. The Valgei's getting himself in. Comes the Dragon though. There's our 6th Flock of Doom being dropped there. I suspect another's going to appear because it's mainly these two groups. Oh, this is the Forest stood about. I kind of forgot they were there. But yeah, that flank has been abandoned and lost by the Undead. So now the Wood Elves can come in with reinforcements, start pushing up, and this is where the Wood Elves could start winning this. This flank isn't going too well either for them, and the centre is definitely not going well. So if the Wood Elves can focus on it and push in, they should be able to just destroy what's left of the undead. Vampire Lord getting in there, but we do have some War Dancers coming back. They did break earlier. Durfu coming in, dealing with the Vargeists. I suspect there'll be more Flocks of Doom coming down. Breath Attack going in, a bit of a sidewinder there. Going in to try and deal with the Spell Sing over the life, which would make sense, because that's their version of Heathen, doing a nice bit of damage on them. In comes the Terrorgeist to try and deal with Durfu and keep Durfu off the Vampire Lord. But as you can see, yeah, the Wood Elves have stormed this area. They're now coming in to finish here. Got some Black Knights coming in though to get that rich iron and immediately break off. They must have found a better target. Yep. Oh dear, yeah, Black Knights trying to get the Sisters of Fallen and now been turned by the corner. In fact, no, they're just going to stand there. They're just going to stand there. They need to get in there, but, you know, what's the rush? There's no hurry. The Vargeists are being broken. This flank is being absolutely shattered by the Tree King that on fire. It is a disturbing thing going on. Oh dear, the Terrorgeist is not having a good time over. What on earth is this that's going down? I think that's the Terror going to hit there. But the Wood Elves, look, they've won the flanks. They're now consolidating the middle. They're even winning the cavalry game here, which is quite bad. As you can see, bounce power is definitely in the favour of the Wood Elves at this point. They're trying to get the Spell Singer, but barely doing any damage. And the Eternal Guard of their Pokey Stick should be able to deal with that. Durfu is dealing with the Terrorgeist over here very nicely. The Vargeists are being wiped out. The Black Knights have been pinned down. Graveguard are being wiped out bit by bit. I think now it's just a matter of time to each little bit of the undead crumble. I say that there are Wood Elves becoming shattered, but there's always more to come in. Yeah, look, bounce power hugely against the Vampire counts now. The Wood Elves are definitely pushing in their advantage. Durfu, though, is barely taking any damage at all. In comes the cavalry, just desperately trying to swing this massive engagement that they've all got bogged in. But the Wood Elves definitely have the advantage. I think everything's now, yeah, everything's crumbling now. The Vampire Lord is losing now. I mean, how much health has he got? 1,500, where Durfu has got nearly 5,000. Never mind, they've all been wiped out, and that's it at the end of the battle. So, Wood Elves definitely won the engagement there with beating the flanks. Once they beat the flanks, they just circled into the middle. Fantastic heavy arm infantry in the middle to hold, while the flanks won of the cavalry support that. And once the sides crumbled for the undead, that was it. It was just an encircle and a slaughter. So well played there. Let's see what we've got next. That was Wood Elves and Vampire counts. Of course, I will check the chat, see what's going on. 1, 2 men. If there was, yeah, they do. Just reading. I wonder if Sanderson, they really can gallop. Yeah, I know they gallop like that. I just think it's entertaining that animals like that. I know it's to do with the hunt and oh, for crying out loud. Oh dear, there's bad chat. I'm gonna scroll past that. Was old man telling his classic stories. Fair enough. No, it's good to see all the chat there, especially Zach and Old Man. But of course, if you are watching, do join in the chat, guys. Got a very friendly community you can join in on. Dwarves versus Lizardmen? Yeah, we'll watch that. I need a drink though. So I've got a Slam Priest, 5 units of Lizardmen, Source Warriors, some Skinks, some of Javelins, Horned Worms, 3 Croxgulls, the Crystal, and the best of the done, against a load of Dwarf Warriors, the Dragonback Slayers, got the Rune Lord, some Rangers, 3 units of Torpedoes, flipping heck, and 3 units of Miners with some Thunderers as support. Oh, and this is a good battlefield, this one. It's quite, it's an interesting one, that's for sure. So the Slam Mage Priest of Light is, got Banishment, Shield of the Old Worms, Aura of Cortez, Baroness Time Warp, Fast Protection, Cold-Blooded, Greater Arcane Conduct. And I think that was the only character, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Well, look at this. The dwarves once again taking the hill. Of course they are. They're dwarves. They're only at the Rune Lord we have to look at. And he's just got one, which is the Master Rune of Wrath and Ruin. Of course it is. I'm starting to get the hang of what all these picks are now. So dwarves got to move into their position on the high ground. Get there as quickly as they can. And it's Code 1 Spear Riders. That's the one. But the dwarves have to get into position before the lizardmen get there. If the lizardmen don't hesitate and get up there, they can do a lot of damage. Feel that this may be a little bit too wide. But it does mean that while this side's engagement, this side can come around and swing. The only problem is dwarves are good at holding the hill. Yeah. Oh, it's Longbeards instead of Dwarf Warriors. Okay then. Should probably tell because they have the Longbeard. So we do have rangers there, both with great weapons, quarters, thunderers, loads of Iron Drake trolls that. None of the miners I don't think have blasting charges, which is a shame. On this map, that would have been glorious. But the dwarves, look at this guys, the dwarves are actually coming down the hill. I respect this. That's very nice. There goes, the Time Warp's been dropped on them, so their melee attack and speed's gone up, but they are going to have the Ruin, I think, dropped on them, unless they've all got... I know, it's just a Time Warp, but yeah, look. All coming in. We've got some Skink Comedians going in. Nope, Skink Cohorts. What am I on about? We do have the Code 1 Riders, though, so if they can get in there, they could do a lot of damage against the Quarrelers there. But yeah, in comes Crocskulls as well, and we've got Fast Protection, so they have been well protected. And look, this is what I was on about. Getting on the flank, cause all sorts of damage. Look, the dwarves are running from Skinks, everyone. Running out comes the Slam Mage Priest. It's like, yeah, we've got this. We've got... There we go. They're getting in there now. And the Skinks and cohorts of the Javelins are moving in. The front line of the dwarves is being utterly destroyed here. If we look over here, this is what I meant of the Lizardmen there. There goes the Master Rune of Wrath and Ruin. Because, makes sense. Slow them down as much as possible. But the Lizardmen seem to have actually got... Oh no, they've been slowed down and now the Dragonback Slayers are getting in there. They're going to do, oh, so much damage against them. We do have some Skink Javelins. If they got in there and stabbed, and they can't, if they could get these in the back, they could do a lot of damage. It looks like the Swords Warriors are smashing the miners to bits, which is great. And of course the Crystal will be healing Lizardmen up. But somehow some Rangers have actually got past the dwarf Lizardmen. I'm not quite sure how that's happened. We have some more Lizardmen rallying over here. Many of them are rampaging. Not sure what the Skinks got involved there, but they still have Javelins. But the Crocskulls are having a great time getting in there. Even the Slan's getting in there in combat. This is a very aggressive game. Dwarves charging downhill. Lizardmen, Slan, Priest getting in there. In comes the Code Worms, trying to get a good move in. The Time Warp has been dropped again, so the Lizardmen have been faster than you would expect. Uh-oh. Don't rampage into the Dragonback Slayers. I mean, really. Miners are now being shot, attacking the Skink cohorts of Javelins. We also look more Swords Wars, pretty much a whole group coming in, dealing with all the units that are broken there. And the Crocskulls are doing a fantastic job smashing this to bits. But the Slan has taken some damage, actually. He's about half health. But he's alright. He's just trotting along happily. The Iron Drakes, though, you don't want them in combat. The Crocskulls are just going to slaughter them. In comes the Dragonback Slayers after dealing with the rampaging Code 1 Riders, which was a very stupid thing for the Code 1s to do. They are going straight for the Crocskulls, and they will cut them down. Got some more Swords Warriors coming in, some more Code 1s, but I think the Code 1 threat has been shut down at this point. But yeah, they're charging into the Iron Drakes, trying to finish them off. Over here, it looks like we have a duel, guys, of a Rune Lord versus a Slang Mage Priest of Light. Now, the Slam Priest has got some help with the Skinks and the Crocskulls, but it's a perfectly fair duel. Best of done with that Crystal smashing through here. The Rangers and Great Weapons coming in. Code 1s have finally been beaten back. Yeah, as you can see, the Iron Drake's broken there. Great use of the skinks though. Try and get rid of the Thunderers and Miners. Just make sure they don't come back. Because that's how dwarves normally go well. We do have a banishment going down. And it's good because the Rangers the banishment wasn't on them, so the Rangers ran into it. And look, this whole unit of Sorcerer is now coming in. And yeah, there go. Oh, marked by Ufa. But here comes Codworms. The ones who thought were gone have returned. Coxcore's dealing with the units at the front here. The Sorcerer is finally winning over there. And yeah, the main line here is now breaking. The Rune Lord has been broken by the slap. Yep, you heard that right. Just under 3,000 health to 713. And the bounce power hugely in the Lizardmen's favour all of a sudden now. As the Lizardmen have actually ran up the hill and have just beaten the dwarves bloody here. It is absolutely fantastic to watch. Yeah, this is turning out to be really, really messy. Yeah, everything's now shattering. Bounce power's gone, and that is a win for the Lizardmen. Absolutely fantastic there. Well played though, and I like the way the dwarves, instead of just going on the hill and hiding, they charged down the hill, guys. They made the engagement entertaining. So, you know, kudos to the dwarf player. I really, as a commentator, do really appreciate that. We do have 30 Dragonback Slayers going. So what I'm going to do is, oh no, never mind, throw in the towel. And again, appreciate that because they had finished. So lots of heavy hitters using that time warp you don't see often really well to get the guys up the hill quickly. And like I said, the dwarves, they could have just sat on top of the hill, but they came down, trying to get the charge bonus and that. Really do appreciate that. Great game there from both. A good win for the Lizardmen. Now I've just got to find that battle again because I never actually make a note of. There we go, dwarves versus Lizardmen. Yeah, that's it. Let's just check the chat again. Just looking, yeah, we got a good chat about going on with the law. Zachary Sane is here. Welcome, mate. Welcome. It's always good to see you on the chat. And of course, guys, if there's anyone else in there, you can join in. Let's go. We've done Dark Elves and Tomb Kings, haven't we? Let's get some Group E games done because there's loads of them. Like Empire and Dwarves. There we go. We'll do that. Ooh, great swords. Swordsman of the Sigma Sons, but 2 Hellblaster volley guns. Got a couple Spearmen, Witch Hunter, the Wizard, and Boris Topbringer. Again, some 5 Miners of Blast Chargers, 3 Rangers, Crawlers, Gyrocopters. Oh, there's so many Rangers here. In fact, yeah, no, I think 5's allowed, and then 4 Oh, wow, okay. Hang on a minute. Hold the phone. Isn't the deployment line along here? Or did they turn it to the... Oh, no, it is this way, isn't it? Yeah, I'm thinking of a different map. But yeah, the deployment line's here, which is where you can see the Gyrocopters have gone and the Rune Lord. Everything else is vanguarded onto this hill. Oh, dwarfs. What are you like, silly? Wow. But we do have down here Witch Hunter, who has got, I believe that's just Accusation. Yep, that's all they need. We do have Taurus Bloodbringer on his Griffin. With Foe Seeker, Midland Runefang, the Cross, the Reek, the White Cloak of Ulrich, and Hold the Line and Encourage. And then over here we do have the law, I believe it's of Beast, I want to say, the Amber Wizard. Yeah, nailed it. Power Stone, Transformation Cardon, Flock of Doom, and Wild Heart. If you look over to the... Look at this firepower as well. I mean, look, they're positioned as well. So you can only attack them from this small bottleneck. And if we go down here... Rune Lord just got the Master Wrath of Ruin. Fantastic. Let's play. Bounce power. Well, dwarves outnumber the Empire in this one. But that's because they got so many great... No, don't run away. You got to get in there, swordsman. You need to pin them down. In comes the volley guns, though. And of course, these guys are all side on, so they could do quite a bit of damage. Yeah, look, immediately the Rangers are getting hit hard. Gyrocopters just fly over the hill. Yeah, boys, I wouldn't get that close. Get some great shots on the miners. I just love these cannons. It's just, it's like, what's better than one cannon? 9 of them? Yeah, alright, then we'll do that then. I love it. Anyway, I should stop being distracted. Gyrocopter's getting in there as well. Oh, is our Feral Manticore being summoned? Yes, it is. The Gyrocopters have been pretty much dealt with, which is really impressive. They're running past, and the Feral Manticore can deal with them. Look, the Empire's pulled back so they can get this flank ready. Trying to get hold of the situation because, yeah, they've got quarterers, rangers, things like that. But the Empire do have the volley guns. So, I figure the shootout, they still win. Yeah, look at that. Boss Top Bringer and the Feral Manticore have completely broken the Gyrocopters. Got rid of them. There is a third unit, but they're being more cautious and holding on. The Rune Lord desperately running along this hill, probably out of breath. Because remember, dwarves are very dangerous over short distances. So, yeah, just be warned. But now they've moved forward. The Empire now moving in as well. And the Empire, I think, do have the numbers to be able to... The swarming of swordsmen and those great swords will just cut through these miners. Literally just cut through. They're designed for bigger things. But we do have all of the axes and mines going on. The Feral Manticore, another one's been summoned. The rest are coming in. But look, the volley guns are getting in there and doing some beautiful shots straight in the middle of this formation here. Here comes the Feral Manticore as well, doing a nice bit of damage. Got some spearmen on the flank. The miners are doing a lot of damage though. Throwing in their blasting charges, getting those great swords. Fantastic use there. But what the Empire can hope for is the fact that the volley guns can smash them. And the great swords can just smash through the infantry, which they've got a lot of them. Where's the Rune Lord's finally made it, but he's actually being attacked by... Look at these spearmen. They're not even in formation. It's just bugger a charge, fellas. Straight into the flank here. Disrupt all the shooting where they can. And look at this mass of infantry that's coming in. Those are... Oh, there are iron breakers there, though. So they're going to be a pain. Are they unbreakable? No, they're not, but they're going to be a massive pain to try and deal with. Yeah, goes the Master Rune of Oath and Steel being dropped on them. Got Feral Manticores over. The Gyrocopters have been shot down really quickly, and there we go. The centre's now crumbled, so now we've got even more swordsmen and great swords running through here. This is not what the dwarf wants to see. Their front line's being beaten, and there's not really much of a backline to deal with it. I mean, even Boris Topbringer's getting in there. The Feral Manticore, look at this, straight in there. A Monster Rangers and the Quarrels doing it. And these volley guns, I wonder how many kills they've had. 97 kills and 62, and they're only at half ammunition, and they could just keep... Yeah, look, they've made them break. And that's just the artillery alone. And the main groups here, the dwarves are running down the hill rallying. But good move here. The cheap swordsmen, send them in to charge against them. The Rune Lord has moved in, but he is getting swarmed, man. Boris, Feral Manticore, great swords, all sorts surrounding him. Probably too many units committed here. I'd probably want to send at least another another unit down here just to deal with that. But I say that, all in this is sound. Oh, look, Badge Power. Yep, shattered an Empire from nowhere. Absolutely smashed this one. And defeat the Vanguard Dwarfs on the hill. I applaud the Dwarfs, so that's quite a funny game. But yeah, volley gun for the win. On the tabletop, they used to be great fun. But yeah, seeing them on here, it's always good. You expect them to get shut down, but the dwarves didn't have anything to shut them down. And once the miners went, and the iron breakers, as you can see, it was all just rangers. And I mean, the rangers do have all great weapons, and the standard rangers are pretty decent, but still, really struggled to hold the line there. And that was Group E, wasn't it? Yep, there we go. What else have we got in Group E? Just had dwarfs. We've literally got the same matchup twice. Vampire Coast versus Greenskins. Plutonian Beastmen, we've not had that yet. Oh, this is a nice mix of infantry, light and heavy cavalry. against, again, nice... Oh, look at this. So you got a good, not over-the-top infantry army on both sides. So they're not... One's not going to swarm the other. But the cavalry as well. The wolves, the razor gourds. This is going to be good. Oh, I think they're the guys of Bastogne. Got Gorball in there. Bray Shaman, Mogarth against the king and a damsel. Check the chat. How's the chat doing? So let's just quickly slow it down. So Bray Shaman of Shadows, so automatic default win. Has enfeebled and foe, yes. And Mystify Mizra? Yeah! I've got to start doing that, guys. I've got to see if I can start learning the basic abilities and spells and that just by that icon alone. If I'm ever going to be in the pro games, well, commentary, I've got to start learning that. So the Gorball, I don't know what that is. That's from Gorball specific, isn't it? Bloodgreed, yeah, that's the one. I knew that. And, hang on, Bloodgreed and Slaughter is cool. And over here with Margov the Saddlegave, he has got... I bet that's the Rod of Corruption. Staff of Ruinous Corruption, that counts. We've also got Spirit, Essence of Chaos, and Regen. And hello, there's already mounted Yeoman archers, including the Wardens of Montfort. Which are... Oh, I do like these. They're facing the wrong way. How does that work? What? They were aiming. They didn't even turn around. They were aiming this way and the arrows just went backwards. Oh, come on, Crave Assembly. Get them at least turn around. Well, anyway, palming over to the field where we have the brave Petonians. We have the king, who is on his mighty hippogriff. And if I can get this working, we have the Sword of Corone. The Lion Shield. So stand your ground. Foe Seeker? Yeah, I should know that one. Blessing of the Lady, I'm going to guess. The Lady's Champion. Damn it. That's the Blessing of the Lady. Right, Lady's Champion, because it's got the bit of cloth on it and the bird. Got it. Anyway. Damsel of Life. Oh, this one. Power Stone, Regrowth. Earth Blood, Life Bloom, and I bet that's the Shield of Shielded. Scroll of Shielded. Yeah! Nailed it. Anyway, I'm getting way too hyped. Beasters of Bastogne, though, in their red and yellow. I do love this unit. And we do have the Grail Knight at the back there. We should really get onto the battle because, well, it's going down, really. Beastmen moving forward. The Mounted Yeomen getting some free shots of the Uncle Spearman Herd, but not that big a deal. They're just going to keep charging forward, really. This does look... How's the balance numbers looking? I would say balance power. But totally outnumber Beastmen. That's interesting. Hang on, guys. I see some sneakiness on the map here. Take me to the sneakiness. Yep, we got Sentinels here, hiding. And at the back here... Coming in all of a sudden, yeah, the Razor Gore Herds, the Gorball, they're all getting into the position. The king getting some good scouting done. We've got the Sentinels, great weapons here, fantastic with Chaos Warhounds. There's a lot of Sentinels here. And we got, looks like a charge by the Grail Knights. Going straight into the unprotected, there, they were embraced, the Uncle Spearmen, doing a nice bit of damage, but they need to get back out of there. They don't want to stick in there, they'll get bogged down if they're not careful. But it looks like this flag has actually ran away from the king. I'm not sure why. Mystify Charisma has been dropped on the Grail Knights. And yeah, this is what you didn't want, is the wolves going to get in there. And yeah, now you're just going to get absolutely surrounded. Where's the support? Look, they're so close to the front line. And yet they've been completely abandoned. Oh, here comes Chaos Spawn. Because reasons. But yeah, the main line has engaged, but it's only the Grail Knights have pretty much been wiped out here, left unabandoned. And look, the Beastmen, fantastic job. Focus on one part. If you focus on one part, you will overwhelm them with very little losses. At which point you then chew up the rest. These guys need to get moving. They need to reform. But you do have the Sentinels. Oh, I take that back. The Centaurs have been caught by the king and some knights errant, and they're actually beating them back. But they have discovered them, so that's something to be aware of. Beastmen now moving in. The Grey Knights trying to hold, but they've gone feeble and followed them as well. So the melee attack and defense is going to plummet. And they've got these beastmen hiding in the woods, getting themselves in a good position. They've owned the wolves. Fantastic job there. Dealing with the Grey Knights. And yeah, as you can see now, suddenly all these units are just going to be able to run forwards. The Centaurs going back. And look, this thin line was holding the peasants as it is. Now the reinforcements come in. The Razor Gore herds and that. The Ghoul Bull's getting in there. Going for the damsels. He's making a run for it. Look at him go. Oh, the Centaurs catch her. And suddenly the encirclement's complete of this entire half here. And the guys that are outside the encirclement are being distracted by Centaurs. So absolutely fantastic job there. Knights errant trying to get in there. The king trying to get in there. But the beastmen are trying to get that damsel. Power Stone's been dropped. The sword has been used as well. But yeah, this is what I mean. Look, now they've dealt with, say, a third of the army. The 2/3 can't really take on the full army of the beastmen. And look, uh-oh. Are those mounted Yeomen going to run? I don't think they are. The wolves are getting in there, but there is spearmen to help them, and they are now moving away as well. Mounted Yeomen, but the Centaurs are in there as well. What an absolute mess this has turned into. For Petronia, all their neat lines, and they've got guys out of the fight, and then you've got other guys like the Beast Slayers of Bastona being absolutely encircled and slaughtered at this point. Bard's power hugely in their favour now. They've wiped out half of Petronia. Barely losing a couple of hundred to themselves, which for beastmen is hugely well done. And a lot of units are now just shattering. The damsels wavering as well. We do have, is that some mounted Yeomen? What are they doing over there? What are they doing? I don't know. But the wolves are dealing with the wardens. And you got some Centaurs. Yeah, immediately making them. Oh, Bad's power's going. And it looks like this has turned into a massive rout. The beastmen are just over. I mean, look at this massive blob here that could just go through. And any knights have been shot down so quickly. Bad's power hugely in the beastmen's favour now. Slowly pushing them back. There was nothing they could have done to hope that. I don't think that's enfeebled. No, Mystifying Charisma trying to get rid of that damn damsel. We got one new amount Yeomen. I don't think it's going to be enough. I suspect. Yep, army lost its turn. And that is it. That is a win to the beastmen. Well played there. That was an impressive how they focused on one side. And Petronia just didn't react. They just didn't react in time. And before they knew it, at least a good third of their army was gone. And the time they did react, the beastmen had the overwhelming support and the numbers, and yeah, they had that push going in. As I stretched, could have been slouching. Oh, sorry. There we go. That's better. Absolutely brilliant play there. Of course it was. I just realised it was set into Patchy. Of course he did good. Where is he? He is there. Well played. We are slowly but surely getting through these guys. Wood Elves and Dwarves, Tomb Kings Firepower Counts. I think we are just going to have to start just going through them, because I think we are going to start getting replica games now, unfortunately. See if there's any races we've not seen yet, but I think all the unique ones have already been used, to be honest. So what we're going to do, Clan Agron versus Greenskins. Always a good matchup. Oh, wow. All of the Night Goblins, Nasty Skulkers. You could... Oh, this is a Night Goblin themed army as well. Look at that. All squigs. We do have some wolves, but you can get them in the mountains. And the dwarves, miners, dwarf warriors, some thunderers, cannons, giant slayers. There's not really much giant here. Well, I say that they would do great against the squigs. But yeah, a lot of dwarf... Oh, we do have a ghost. We have a ghost. Stop. Stop. I've just looked at the map. There is a single speck here of yellow, which is the Night Goblin Big Boss on a squig, who has been given Spire of the Bad Moon, Wog, and Tormentor Sword. Get back here. Everything else... Oh no, you've got Vanguard within the Vanguard. Sorry, I'm just face palming. Oh my. Just look at the miners. Yeah, they're behind you, but in front of the main line. But they've got guys behind as well. They've got... Oh, my God. Oh, no. That is hilarious. I love it. And we've even got... Oh, the rusty arrows are up here. Oh, that'd be fantastic. They could just sit here and shoot at whatever they want. We do have a Night Goblin Shaman there who's got Itchy Nuisance. I believe that is. Yep. And is that the Gaze as well? Vindictive Glare and Sneaky Stealing. Oh, guys. Right. Let's see how many seconds this lasts, shall we? 3, 2, 1, and go. A boom. Immediately shots are fired. Miner's going to have to turn around. It's going to be whoever's the quickest to react to the other here. That's what it's all going to come down to. But what gets... Look at all this coming in. But these guys need to move as well. They can't just sit here. Yep, they're on the move now. Oh, no. The rusty arrows are going the wrong way. They need to just go on the hill. But immediately, I'm going to have to do this, guys. Because commentary is just not going to be worth it. And a Warg is immediately deployed. So they can get all of that damage in. Look at that. Little Night Goblins against little Dwarfs. It's always adorable, isn't it? Look, these guys have immediately routed. That's the thing. The miners could do some serious damage because they can make the goblins rout before they even get a chance to do anything. But you've got Thunders and that rout, and these guys are rallying. So now the Night Goblins are getting in there, shooting the miners. What is going on? In comes the, what's there? They're Teeth Robbers. I haven't seen them in a while, but they used to be always a pick. We also got the AP Cloonies. That's the one. So, are we going to see some Fanatics? Because if so, I'm happy to slow this down to see them. Because, oh, they're always a pleasure. Look, you got Squigs. We've got Fanatics. We've got Night Goblins. We've got Giant Slayers going in there. Oh, my. The Fanatics are more killing their own Squigs. Just wanted to point that out. What is going on with this game? What is happening? Oh, there's the boss as well. Got some miners attacking the dwarfs there, but we nice skulkers are there, so they could try and get in there. Oh, this is just insane. Look at it! Look how many units are just breaking, but there is a lot more goblins, I believe. There's 1,400 goblins to the 700 dwarfs, so there is definitely 2 to 1 that outnumbered by. And if they can chase off the units as quickly as they can, to be honest, where can I commentate? There's green and blue stuff. There's a lot of people dying. If you look at the numbers, look at the way the numbers are plummeting. Because you got units saturating. Like you had cannons in there apparently. I didn't see them do anything, but you had them. They were there. Does look like, though, greenskins are dominating this side, though, which is great. And this is what I love. Look, they're using one unit, because it's only a runesmith, so only one unit stays behind. In fact, they've actually abandoned them completely. And they're all pushing up to deal with the main bulk here. Absolutely fantastic. Got the Squigs. I want to see a Squig eat a dwarf. I like that kill animation. I really want to see one. Anyone? Does anyone want to eat a dwarf? Nope, because the Tooth Robbers are here. Never mind. Oh, but the boss has been broken. He's on quite low health. Only 800 health. Well, the Lord is pretty much at full health. Look at him running this. He will rally, I'm sure. He'll be back. But yeah, look at this. The absolute mayhem. But the Rusty Arrows as well is doing a good job. We've got some archers here, causing harassment. I have no idea what this Goblin Shaman's doing. He's like, oh yeah, the battle's over there. How convenient. But a lot of the dwarves have shattered as well, which is going to cause a lot of problems. There we go. He's now rallied. He's got Spire of the Moon, and he's going to get back here as well, above some of these. So we've got more Fanatics doing their thing. I don't know where they're going because the dwarves are that way. But they're just having a good time. It's an open desert. They can just spin all they like. But the bounce power is actually in the Goblins' favour, which is insane. But that's probably because they outnumber the enemy 4 to 1 with that. Oh no, and a Warg's just been dropped. And you see the Lord is now wavering. We got some Dragonback Slayers, but there's only 12 left. Yeah, the rest have been absolutely slaughtered. We do have some miners coming back here. But the archers are getting some nice shots off. And remember, these guys don't have any shields or anything to block that. And the squigs are running them down. Where's the Goblin Lord? See, this is clever. Just have him hidden. Have him so he can buff the leadership of the guys around. But don't have him in the fighting. You don't need to. But boom, there we go. We got, and there we go. Everything's just shattered now. I think it's just the runesmith that's left. Yeah, he's literally the only guy left at this point. So they're outnumbered 1,026 to 1. But he is unbreakable. So is he seriously going to make the other player just attack everyone? I think he is. Squig's getting in there. The T-Frob's getting in there. Greenskin's getting in there. Yeah, there's nothing else left. But don't they have like ridiculous physical resistance? I believe they do. 75% physical resistance. They cause fear and terror. They're unbreakable. They have the Rune of Wrath and Ruin and the Hammer of Karak-Duraz. But all these archers are coming in now. But remember, 75% of that damage is going to do nothing. So we're just going to fast forward through the chat. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Because the game was done. The game was over. But, that was so... All of the Vanguard. All of the Vanguard. That's all I can say, really. I can't take that battle seriously. That was brilliant. So, it's Ben the Barman versus Ross. There it is there. And how are we doing in the chat? I haven't looked in a while. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. But we have been going for about an hour and a half. So I'll probably have a short break soon. And then do another live stream later today. I think I'll wrap it up for this one because I get tired very easily. And we will try and get some more done later this evening. Probably in a couple of hours. We'll do a load more. And we'll try and get like Group C we could get done. Group G we could get done. And I think it's just D, E and F. Which would be brilliant. So guys, thank you so much for joining me. I know it's kind of odd day, odd time in that, but with the DLC literally just around the corner, I have to try and get as much as I can done as quickly as possible. So hopefully I'll see you guys later. Until next time, take care.